So after a few weeks of doing kind of £25 haul videos and generally kind of coming up with new cocktails to kind of give you inspiration and show you what you can and can't do with drinks, I have been back now. The last few videos, I've been back doing what I love to do best. And that is taking some of the different flavoured syrups, purees, and kind of putting fun twists on famous cocktails. That is where I'm absolutely in my element. Because as I always say, I love helping pubs and bars make more money. And there's a simple way to do that is by putting simple twists on favourite cocktails. And this video is no other. We're coming into autumn. We're coming into winter as well. I've rocked out a few. I've rocked out gingerbread, I've rocked out pumpkin, but another one in the Monin kind of range that really fits with this time of year is this cinnamon syrup. Cinnamon for me is just one of those flavours that I love this time of year. I don't really have it in coffee, like cinnamon coffees or cinnamon lattes or anything like that, but I love using it with rum, with whiskey, simple cocktails like that. So this video, I have got 3, and I said pubs and bars at the top. This will work for you guys at home as well. Of course it will. Whether you just want to make a one-off drink, whether you've got a party coming up, this is all inspiration for everyone. But I genuinely think these are what I call cash converters. Literally just put fun riffs on famous cocktails and you will easily sell these. So coming up in this video, I'm really excited. I've got an Apple Strudel, which is a kind of famous cocktail. I'm going to riff it up slightly with spiced rum. It's got liquor 43 in it, so that's a spiced rum cocktail. I'm going to do a vodka base, but I'm going to do a pineapple and cinnamon mule. But then the first one we're going to start off with is a whiskey cocktail, and I'm going to do a riff on, I nearly said whiff, a whiff, and I'm going to do a riff on the old fashioned. I'm going to do a cinnamon and banana old fashioned. So let's start right there. This is the cinnamon and banana old fashioned, a whiskey cocktail, very easy. Old fashions are traditionally 3 ingredients. I've got a 4th one. That's the only difference. So your favourite kind of bourbon, whiskey, whatever you're going to use, we just use Jack Daniels because it's just easy and it's accessible and people love it. So I've got Jack Daniels. I'm swapping out the normal sugar or demerara sugar, whatever you choose, for obviously for cinnamon sugar. We're going to add to that a bit of a banana liqueur. And then I've obviously got my bitters, Angostura bitters. Now this is a stirred cocktail. You never ever shake an old fashioned. So we start off with this. We're going for our whiskey and we're going for a 50ml double bubble, whatever whiskey you're using. Then as it's in this order, we will go for our sugar next. So sugar, traditionally you don't want that much, like 10ml maybe maximum. That's all I'm gonna do for this. But if you do want a little bit more, add a bit more. Like don't let anyone tell you off for that. But for this, it's all about the base whiskey. So for this, I'm just purely going 10ml. Because bearing in mind as well, we have got more sweetness coming from the banana liqueur. Now, obviously this is alcoholic as well, so it's you need the sugar kind of to balance that out, but I'm just going for 15ml. I think this will be perfectly balanced. We will find out. You can always adjust it at the end, but 15ml of banana liqueur. And then as I always say, to try and kind of teach people, your bitters, Angostura bitters, they're a tenner a bottle. They are well worth having in your collection at home. Every pub and bar should have them, to be fair. They are your seasoning. Think of it like when you're in cooking with foods, you obviously use salt and pepper and other spices. With cocktails, we use bitters, lots and lots of different flavoured bitters, and Angostura are the big famous ones. You will get them in most supermarkets. 3 dashes will be overkill for a lot of people. 1 dash may not be enough. I go 2 dashes, but feel free to play about. So I'm going 2 dashes. Now we just want some ice and we're gonna stir down. So just pop some ice in your mixing glass. And then this is the big question I get all the time, like how long do we stir an old fashioned down for? There is no written rule. Some people will literally do like 15 revolutions. They'll count the revolutions because they just want it chilled, but not diluted. They want to taste that neat alcohol. Me personally, I like a little bit of dilution to it. So I would probably normally add a few more cubes of ice to that to keep it a little bit colder, but I normally go for about 90 seconds, which will be quite a lot for a lot of bartenders and a lot of neat whiskey drinkers, but I do love the little bit of dilution because that brings out even more flavours for me personally. But there is no right or wrong. You stir for however long you want to stir for. Me personally, I just typically double the amount of liquid in the glass. That's all I do. Right, and that should be perfect. Obviously, to serve this up, we go in a rocks glass. I keep now going all Jonathan. What's rocks glass? Rocks glass. We're going for a rocks glass. What would be nice? I've stopped doing it. I've put them away now. But I used to have big ice molds where I did big cubes of ice or round balls. You can get them very, very easily. I'm just going to use normal ice in here. And then it's just a simple strain over the top. And then to garnish, as I said in the previous video, I just realised I haven't got a peeler in here. I haven't had to do like orange peels for garnish for ages. So I haven't got a peel in here, so excuse the knife work on here. But I would just generally get an orange peel and pop in there. And a maraschino cherry. I haven't got any of those here either. I'm having a failure, innit? But orange to garnish. And if you're like me, you just loves fun. I wouldn't call it fruity, but it has got that banana sort of twist to it. And you know, not fruity as in kind of like berries and all that. But if you love your fun and fruity kind of drinks, and there's cinnamon with the whiskey. We know cinnamon and whiskey goes really well together because we've got Fireball and we've got Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire, which are cinnamon whiskies. So you've got that as well. But if you haven't got that, if you've got a normal whiskey and cinnamon syrup, jobs are good in it. It's the same thing, but the banana. Cheers. I'll see you later. Now for your second cocktail, I'm going to do a pineapple and cinnamon mule. Now, I'll be honest, in the rum world, we know this combination works very, very well. It's a good kind of tiki combination, cinnamon, ginger beer, pineapple. They go in a lot of kind of tiki cocktails in that sense. But as I've got a rum cocktail coming up in a minute, I wanted to go vodka because vodka and mules, kind of a dark and stormy is a mule. It's a rum mule, essentially. So I wanted to go vodka. For this, just to kind of keep it nice and easy for you. So we've got vodka, we've got cinnamon syrup, we've got pressed pineapple juice. I always say this, look, pineapple juice, for the extra sort of 20, 30p a litre, whatever you're going to pay, pressed pineapple juice tastes so much better than the stuff from concentrate. It's just a fact. Okay, so always try and get pressed pineapple juice, especially in the UK. It's called different things over in America and around the world, but pressed in the UK, it's just 6 pineapples in there. That's all it is, and it tastes unbelievable. So we've got that. Supermarket brands are fine, of course they are, but just pressed, that's all you want. I've got lime, I've got some Angostura bitters, and I've just got some ginger beer left over from a £25 haul video a couple of weeks ago. So your favourite ginger beer, whatever that is. Now mules are just built in the glass cocktails. There's nothing much more to them than that. You could shake it down if you want, not the ginger beer, obviously, but you don't need to. Just build it in a glass. So whatever, rum, if you want to go rum, that'll work perfectly. But vodka, we're going for a 50ml double bubble. We are then going for our cinnamon syrup. So 15ml, half an ounce of cinnamon syrup. And then actually going to go my limes next. I've got a couple of limes already wedged down here. So it's up to you, 2 or 3. I'm probably just going to do 2 for the time being. So 2 wedges of lime. And just to prove the order doesn't really matter, let's go Angostura bitters next. I've already explained Angostura bitters. I'm just going for 2 dashes in here. And then let's go for our juice. So pressed pineapple juice. I love this stuff. I go through so much of this. I'm just going, again, you could add a little bit more. I'm just going for 50ml at the moment. I think that works a treat in here. But if you want to do a little bit more, be my guest, but 50ml. Now I'm just going to add my ice cubes. Excuse the fingers. So we want just to fill a glass up with ice. Now I always give this a quick stir before I top up with the fizzy stuff. So just give it a stir. Combine the sugar syrup that's obviously going to be at the bottom and the limes and the bitters. And then I'm just simply going to top up with my ginger beer. I'll tell you what, this actually wasn't a bad ginger beer. It's a little bit on the sweet side, but it's like 50p in Tesco's. I'm not a huge Fever Tree fan either. I've got other brands of ginger beer that I personally love, but whatever your favourite is. Obviously, we've got sweetness in there that might be a bit too sweet. The Fever Tree might work a bit better because it's not as sweet and we've got sweetness in there from the sugar. But play about. Use your favourite ginger beer. Just top up. Just give it a final quick sort of churn just to combine the ginger beer with the rest of the cocktail. And then I've got another lime wedge here just to garnish. And for me, that is absolutely fantastic. The cinnamon obviously comes through. It kind of plays really well with the Angostura bitters in there. But pineapple and ginger beer is a firm favourite. Pineapple and ginger. It's amazing. I personally would like to try that with well, I've tried it many times, but I'd like you to try that with the spiced rum or a normal rum like that. I think spiced rum for pubs and bars is just going to be a great seller this time of year, but that is just lovely. It really is. So for the final cocktail I'm going to show you, this is the Apple Strudel. Now I think you will find probably about 3, maybe 4 different videos I've done of this cocktail over the years on YouTube. It is a firm favourite of mine. I know it sells epically well in bars. I know it does because I've put it on quite a few menus that I've done, built for people and consulted. It's just a great recipe. You can make it a couple of different ways, but the ingredients, we've got a decent spiced rum. I go for this because it's kind of vanilla forward. It's easy to get for you guys in pubs and bars in the trade, and for you guys at home. Most supermarkets will carry this now. So we've got a decentish spiced rum there. We've got a cinnamon syrup. We've got liquor 43. Oh, sort of like vanilla liqueur. If you don't know what it is, essentially 43 herbs and spices. The overriding flavour is vanilla. Chat to any kind of Spanish person about it and their kind of traditions with coffee. Oh, it's so good. So we've got liquor 43. We've got pressed apple juice for my friends just over the road, just over there. Some lime juice. And you don't have to do this, but I like to add, as I've done in a couple of cocktails recently, add the foamers just to give you that nice white froth on top of the cocktails. I think it looks spectacular. It really does make the drink. If you don't want to, I'm not saying this is an egg white cocktail. I wouldn't, in fact, I probably wouldn't use an egg white at all if I didn't have foamers. I wouldn't do it. But I think if you've got those foamers to hand, they're not going to change the taste of the cocktail, but they do set it off. You'll get that nice light white layer of foam on top. So really easy shaken cocktail. We start off with our spiced rum and we do a 50 ml double bubble. Next up, we then go for our cinnamon syrup. And again, this won't be an adjusted taste. I think if you go any more sweeter than this, you'll kind of ruin it. So I go 15 ml, 1.5, half an ounce. I then follow that up with some liquor 43. You need this in your collections, whether you're at home, whether you're in a pub or bar, you need a bottle of this. It will change your life. It is so good. So versatile, like vodka, gin, whiskey, rum, tequila. Oh my God, margaritas would have been that. Oh. Right, anyway, 15 ml, 1.5 flat coffee. Oh, coffee. Right, 15 ml. Then I'll do the lime juice as it's next. They're ready to go. I've got half a lime here. I'm going to go, I will measure this out because I'm not sure. I want about 15 ml. And sometimes these limes aren't as juicy as what they're really cheap at the moment, but for the reason they haven't got that much juice in them. So we want about 15 ml of lime juice. And that's why I struggle to even get 10 ml out of that half. So this half will probably just about make us right. Yeah, bang on the money with the whole lime there. So 15 ml of lime juice. We then want some pressed apple juice. It has to be pressed. Don't use clear stuff. Don't use it. It's the same rant I had in the previous cocktail about, excuse me. There we go. I had about pressed pineapple juice. It's the same with apple juice. Don't use the clear stuff from concentrate. Pressed apple juice. It tastes so much better. So we want the. Oh, that smells so good. Oh. We want 50 ml double bubble of apple juice. And then, as I said, I am going to use the foamers. I'm not going to bother with the whole dry shake thing here. This will just work a treat without. So I'm going 8 drops of this. I then want plenty of ice. And then I'm just going to shake hard for 10 to 12 seconds. Right, Right, and when you're out of breath, basically, when that's icy cold, that's proper cold. We like that. We've got another new glass. I like the look of this glass as well. I've forgotten what it's called. I'll take the label off. It's basically a Utopia glass. I'm just going to double strain this over the top. We have that nice kind of foamy head on top. There we go. Look at that. That is perfect. And then just to garnish, I've got a wedge of lime there that I'm just going to pop on the side. Happy days. These cocktails, that's what I mean. Putting riffs on cocktails like this, just like famous cocktails, just puts a smile on my face because I love the cocktails anyway. But just to kind of change out a sugar syrup, change out maybe a different juice. Oh, it's so good. This cocktail, the Spiced Rum, the Liqueur 43, the cinnamon plays so well with the Liqueur 43. It comes to it. Oh, it's just, I'm in heaven. Cheers. So there we go. Thank you, Monin. That's another. Oh, I love these. I love this. I love all these syrups. Like Winning Fight, I love them all. But they're so good. So in the comments below, let me know your favourite. Which one do you want to try? Which one would you rock out on your pub menu, your bar menu? Which one would you rock out at home this weekend to impress your friends and family? We've got easy ones. We've got one you have to shake there. I love all three. I mean, that is like a neat sipping drink. Is stunning. So good. So there we go. In the next video, I don't know, but it'll be up there.